Howdy folks, Silverback here. This is going to be a quick little video about what's going on out in the world right now, in our world, the United States of America. I think they're really completing their objective as to all this means of control, because they've got us so focused on all this gun control nonsense that's going on around the country right now that they're able to go ahead and keep sneaking in these bills to create laws on top of other laws and bills that they're passing. Like on this omnibus bill, they last minute attached a Cloud Act bill to it, giving them permission to go ahead and search the cloud for basically to spy on us through the cloud, as well as through our text message and emails, which the NSA has already done that years ago. The Cloud Act is going to allow them to go ahead and search through all our private save files that are up there in the cloud, and use them against us, in court cases, or to get anybody for any illegal activity. So if you have anything that you store in the cloud, pictures or whatever, I suggest you take them all down and back them up on a hard drive, a flash drive, anything like that, because your privacy is no longer private. They have access to all that stuff now. My wife just brought attention to me about another bill they're trying to pass, and it seems to me that some people are starting to wake up a little bit now about the control that the government is trying to take, where they want to, and they're making Craigslist take down their personal ads, but the bill is written so vaguely that it also basically extends to like dating websites, those kind of things you see on TV, like Match.com and eHarmony, stuff like that, because they're saying it's promoting prostitution. So there's lots of stuff going on out there in the world right now, in our world right now, in this country, that's just so stupid and unconstitutional and illogical. It's ridiculous. I mean, they've got us all diverted by this one thing, and their agenda is succeeding because of it, because they've got us all distracted on that. If you believe in the Constitution in the United States, just keep an eye out for anything like that, any stupid agenda that they might have going on out there, that's being piggybacked and attached to other bills just because they know they're about to pass. They're just tossing them on there so that way they can get those passed as well right along with it, or start to that law at least on it. So we got to be vigilant, people, because if we're not, before you know it, they're going to have the country under control. We won't have any rights. The Constitution will be completely obliterated. Our freedom of speech is already halfway taken away from us. Our Second Amendment is getting chomped at by the bit. And it's these two things, the first two amendments in our Constitution, which protect everything that we stand for as this country, as our republic. But I hate using that word republic, because there's so many communist countries out there that use that same word republic. I don't want to be called a republic anymore just because of that. It sounds like we're leading ourselves down the hole to something far worse. So let's just call ourselves a government, a land of freedom, because that's what we're supposed to be. That's what this country was founded on. It was founded on the basis of being free men, not being controlled by a government. Keep your eyes open, keep your ears open, people. This is just only getting worse, as time goes on. So I don't usually take a political stance on things, but there's so much stuff right now that I see that's going on that just, it makes me believe that there is a higher agenda out there, and in the end, it's we the people that are going to suffer for it. It's not just because I'm a Second Amendment supporter that I'm saying this. I'm a supporter of the whole entire Constitution, a supporter of, the foundation of this country, what we're supposed to be as a whole in general anyway. I don't want to feel like I'm living under Hitler, or in a communist country. I don't want to be told what to think, how to feel, who to love, who to marry, where to work, what to wear. I just want to be me. This is why the greatest saying I think I've ever heard to date yet has been "think for yourself and question authority." So start thinking for yourselves, people. Start questioning authority, because they're not always right. They have only the intentions of themselves in mind. They don't care about us or this country, and it's coming to fruition that's exactly what it is. So, before it gets overboard, before it's too late, let's get out there and say something. Send emails, call, whatever it is you can do. Every little bit hopefully will make a difference. If we show the government, if we show them that we're not willing to back down, that we are the people, that this is our country and not theirs, hopefully our voices will be heard. So, let's just stick to it, people. Let's keep our country free. Let's save our country. All this crap about making America great again, that's he's just a snake in the grass. You can see how wishy-washy he's been and how flip-flopping he's been. You can never trust a used car salesman to, tell you the truth. So, he's not really a used car salesman, but, he's a businessman, and that's what, those kind of people do. Not all of them are like that, fortunately enough, but, when you have that kind of money, you can be that kind of person. So, all right, people, it's just a sad state of what we're in right now, and we got to keep our eyes open to every aspect, everything that's going on. Let's not just focus on one thing. Every little bit of what's going on to our country should matter to us. Okay, so choose wisely when you vote. The two-party system is a joke. We need to get away from the two-party system, because it's just proving itself wrong, and it doesn't work, because both sides are out for just one thing, and that's their big fat paychecks. So we need to get back to less government and more we the people, because that's what makes this country great. Okay, and we the people, we need to stop being. And there's a lot of stupidity out there, a lot of sheep that are just so blindly willing to listen to what they tell them, and they take it to heart, and they make it fact, and they believe so strongly that it's fact. It's just ridiculous. This is why, like I said again, think for yourself, question authority. When they tell you something is this, you go out and you study it and you research it and you find out whether that's true or not. Don't just go, oh, well, hey, he said it, so it's got to be true. So I'm going to jump on the bandwagon and do what they're doing because they all believe it. That's just stupid. Absolutely fucking stupid. I don't know. I'm just really getting tired of all this that's going on right now. Our country is not getting great. It's getting worse. And, we're just too focused on one thing, and that's how they're able to, get their agenda across. And they are succeeding. They are succeeding. And, we're just blind to it because we're focused on Oh my God, Parkland. Oh my God, gun control. Oh my God, March for Our Lives. The March for Our Lives should be about getting rid of the real criminals, the corrupt politicians, and the people who are only in government and out for themselves. So, people, let's work together. We are the people. I'm watching all this stuff, all these videos about all these people that are out there protesting, and they don't even know the facts. They don't even know exactly what they're protesting against. And they're like, oh, well, I don't want to give the government, I don't trust the government, but I want to give them full control. How much more hypocritical can you be? All right, before I ramble on too long, I got some shooting to do. I'm coming out here to do a little relaxing and, some shooting because I'm just so frustrated by what's happening to our beautiful country right under our very noses. The best place to hide something is right under the nose of the enemy. And we, the people, right now, are their enemy. And they're hiding it right under our noses, and they're doing it really well. There's a few people out there who see it, but not everybody sees it, not everybody's aware to it, because like I said, they have us distracted by all this other stuff that's going on with this whole gun control. They know that passion runs high when it comes to the Second Amendment, and passion runs high when they can pull on the bleeding hearts of people about, these kids dying in schools and mass shootings and this and that, which is exactly why, even though so-called gun violence is, the lowest percentage of violence on the totem pole, but they use that word gun violence to single it out and make it look so much scarier and sound so much worse than what it actually is. So, they're smarter than you think, a lot smarter than you think. So let's make sure, that we keep our eyes and ears open. Don't get emotional about it, because once you start getting emotional about it, then you act stupid, and you're like all these, mindless sheep out there who are just doing all this stuff based off of pure emotion alone. Their heartstrings are being played. Okay. I had to throw that one in there for Josh Benware. Okay, so, protesting, okay, protesting is bad, okay, especially if you don't know what you're protesting for or about, and you don't know the facts, okay. All right, enough being silly, but all right, folks, everybody, enjoy this beautiful day. It's nice and warm. I wish it was sunny. But we got a lot of clouds overhead right now, so all right, people, keep your eyes open, think for yourself, question authority, have fun.